Ayan, excited na ba ang lahat? Are you excited to hear and to know more the successful isang Taiwan, Singapore, Dubai, and he actually have met with our founder, Mr. Jonas Eric Werner in Dubai. Grabe naman, ang powerful naman. Ano po? And he was a police officer for 13 years po. Wow, grabe. Ito po pala isang policeman. Work in construction industry and as a residential and commercial insulator before joining our company, Crowd1. He is an author, a mentor, coach, and currently director 1 star in our company. Wow, grabe naman, ano, ang powerful naman. And he joined in March 2020 in our company, and he was featured also in top 100 managers list in our Crowd1 magazine. Okay, and he also avid player of Planet IX. Yan. Okay, let's all welcome our powerful sharer today. Give him a million virtual clap. Our special guest today, Mr. Stephen Davis. Ayan, guys, palakpakan naman po natin virtual clap. Mr. Stephen, the floor is yours. Go ahead, sir. Thank you so much.
Great. Hey, thank you everybody for having me all the way from the bottom of the world down from New Zealand. So I'm guessing you're all from different parts of the world, right? I'm sure you've probably already put it inside there. Philippines, Taiwan, I know we got, who else? Where else we got people from? Right? New Zealand, Taiwan, Philippines, and wherever you are from. So look, it's really
Australia.
great. Australia. We even got Australia here. Hi.
Yeah, hello.
Australia here as well. Just across the ditch. I can almost see you, but it's not. It's dark time.
Welcome, yeah, just across the ditch.
Oh, it's wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for inviting me to be here today, and I hope I can share some value that's going to help you to be inspired inside your journey. First thing I want to do is just share a couple of things as an extension to the presentation. Thank you so much for the presentation, by the way. It's very great to see people very excited about the business and what they're doing. So let me just show you this. And you may or may not have known this. And so just count this as a blessing if you have already, as a second time. But if you don't know already, the Mixter Plus campaign has been extended to the 21st September. So if you didn't get in by the 18th of August, do jump in. You can join in Mixter. And just the Mixer, the basic one, and then you can get a free upgrade to the Mixer Plus. You can get those four diamonds, the different rarities that can be birthed into wisps, and you also get 30 days free into the Mixer Plus as it takes off inside this coming September. So don't miss out on that. Mixer Plus, very, very exciting. It's probably the best thing that is coming besides Planet AX that's already here. Number two, and this is for the people who've been around for so long, like DPN, this is a Digital Partners Network. They've got a new website coming, but that's not the most exciting bit. We just heard this yesterday along with the extension to Mixer Plus. Is the share certificate they've told us is coming out very soon. Now, he very focused on very, so those who have got shares inside Digital Partners Network, look out for the share certificate coming out very soon. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you there. Yes, I am into Planet IX. By the way, excuse me if I sniff a little or if I cough a little bit. I've just recovering from the flu. I had it for the past 2 days. Thought I had COVID, but thankfully I went and got checked and they said, no COVID, just the flu. I went, okay, that's no problem. So if I sniff a little or cough a little, you know that's why. I do my best not to. I've got lots of different medicines inside me. All right, so what I'll share now is, let's just see if I can go here. And if I can extend that out there, change this around, and I'm going to take you to Planet IX. Now, I just want to give you a little show into one of our products that I'm really into, and a lot of you probably dabbled inside it as well. And this is Planet X, and this is me in South Korea. So if you have a look, I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm building here. You're going to see me, I'm all the green bits. All the red bits is everybody else in the world. And where you see this blue bits, that's where I've turned into an area. So this is what I earn from. You earn from anything you turn into an area, sector, zone, or domain. Now, my aim, as you'll soon see, what do you think my aim is? Just look at all my green, and look at the odd blue, and then you're going to be able to see, right? See, I've got over here, I've got another one there, got lots of blues. I've created a lot of the areas. I've got lots of greens, and all of these are mine too. I've got a strategy in what I've done this. It's all about strategy, this game. So as you can see, you've seen I've got 5 areas. This is someone else's, but I'm going to look at purchasing from them. This one, I helped them. They helped me to get one of mine. I helped them to get one of theirs. So we did a bit of a swap with our picks. And I'm trying to work on someone here to swap so they can give me some of their picks so that I can give them some of their picks. But that's because we don't have a chat feature. So, but my overall strategy, if you can look at in here, is to get a domain. See, so to get a domain, you need 20 different areas. You need 20 areas. I've got 5, and as you can see, I'm well on my way to getting 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I should have my number 6 in the next few days and number 7 not too long after, and I'll just keep working on it till I get my 20. So there you go. If you've got any questions that you want to ask me about anything that I talk about, feel free to write in the chat or to ask me later on. So Plan X is something that's very, very good game, and it's a wonderful one that you can earn money from. It's not a quick burner, or a quick earner, but it'll help you to earn money over time. So there. So let's talk a little bit about me, and I'll share a little bit about that now. Did I stop my share? Yes, I did. Cool. So yeah, I'm 51 years old. I've worked in the police officer, as you heard, for 13 years. I've also been in construction the last 5 years, and I worked at some other government jobs throughout my life. So I worked like everybody in the world does, from 9 to 5 all my life, and sometimes overnight when you're a police officer. And you know, the older you get, the more you want to make the most of life. That's how we should think, right? We want to make the most of life. And as I got older, before I got into Crowd 1, I started to think about where I wanted my life to go, what I wanted my life to be about, and where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do with the people I love, and this beautiful world that we live in, right? Wherever you are, wherever I am. And I just realized, you know what, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, because it's not going to help me to change my life if I keep doing this. So as I got near 50, I was 49, I was thinking, you know, I know there's something to this online thing, this digital thing. I don't know how to do it very well, but I'm just doing a part of it part-time. So I was doing some different MLM companies part-time, but not being very successful about it. Then Crowd 1 came along, and this is just before COVID hit. And I was thinking about what to do. And I left my 9 to 5 construction job, which I'd been doing for 5 years, and I was wondering, what should I do? And a friend came to me with Crowd 1. They tried to explain it to me. I didn't quite understand what they said, so I said no. Their wife then came to me and shared Crowd 1 as well. And I again said, oh, hey, look, your husband came to me. And I said no, so no to you as well. And then a friend from my own city, because these two were in Australia, a friend from my own city came to me and said, hey, have you heard about this company called Crowd 1? I said, yes, I have, for such and such and such and such, who was our friends. And I said, so no. So I said no 3 times, and then suddenly COVID came along and locked us all inside. Worldwide, we were in for the first time in our lives, no matter where we were, right? And then one of those friends, the husband, came back to me and said, you know what, Stephen, I don't know if things have changed for you. They had, because COVID had locked me inside and I couldn't get another job. As they said, this is working, and I just wanted you not to miss out. So would you consider it? I said, yes. So he didn't know that my circumstances had changed. 3 weeks or so had passed, and then here I was saying yes to him. So what did I do? Well, I was in lockdown, and there's only so much you can clean. And I was thinking about my credit card that was getting maxed out. I was thinking about my bills that still had to be paid. And I was thinking about my kids, which still need to be fed and have a good time alongside me. And so I said yes. And what I like to do if I really get into something is find out all about it. So I looked into the back office and I went through it with like a fine-tooth comb. What's this all about? Any videos that I could find or in the back office or anywhere else that had people presenting, I went and listened or watched them so that I could learn or read all about it. And as I read and got to understand, I realized, oh, this could be the life changer that I've been waiting for. So I just went hard out and did my best to share it with as many people as I could inside my sphere of influence. And some of those people said yes. Not all. Some of the closest people to me, as you'll know yourself, said no. And I went, oh man, family, friends. But then other people, some of them were strangers. One who became a key person inside my downline, became a fellow director, I'd only met once in 5 years, and we'd only kept in contact online. And that person said yes and brought in thousands with them and helped me and them towards director. And so a lot of the people I thought would say yes said no, and some of the people that I didn't know would say, I didn't even think would say yes, they did. I thought they would say no, they said yes. So you never know who's going to come on. Even me, someone I got asked 3 times or 4 times. 3 times I said no, but the 4th time things had changed in my life. COVID had hit. I was in between jobs, and I needed some income to pay my bills. So I said yes. And also my age, I was 49, going on 50, and I thought, I want something that's going to help to change my life.
Tayo
So
official
during
replied to
lockdown, my life
Amila
changed.
022 the best.
In fact, during 2 months of lockdown, I went from nobody in Crowd 1 to manager. I think in 2 months, I was like manager 1 or manager 2. And then not too long after, as we just came out of our first COVID lockdown inside New Zealand, I became manager 3. And, by November in 2020, I became a director 1. And you heard about those different incomes inside the compensation plan. And the residual, I've been earning that every month since November, or actually the following month after you become a director or whatever position you become, you earn that residual the following month and from then on. So I've been getting a residual of Director 1 star since December 2020. So just imagine that. Nearly 2 years of residual for working powerfully, strongly with the people around me one time. Did it one time and then have been earned the residual for the whole time right up to now. No matter what I've been doing, no matter what Crowd 1 or anyone else has been doing. That's amazing, right? So I did that in terms of Crowd 1. 2019, 2020 were 2 of the best years this company has ever had. Crowd 1 came into 2021. And so that's a bit of my journey. And you heard a little bit more about me. I've been featured here, there, on different bits. I've met our founder inside Dubai. Wonderful place, Dubai, to visit. And great to meet fellow leaders inside the company alongside our founder. But what happened is, as we came into 2021, things changed a lot. We grew from 2 million when I joined in 2020, March 2020, and then suddenly we were 21 million, 30 million.
Room
and then we
Ivan
were
said, hey everyone.
2021, we became from about 21 million at the beginning to like over 30, and then now we're like 45 to 50 million, right? We're inside that zone. And as the company came into the tens of millions, they realized, my goodness, we can't sustain it the way that we've created it. And so they changed things. And the company is still inside the midst of change. And as it changed, the compensation plan was readjusted with that. A lot of delays happened inside the products and services. Not all, but quite a few of the key ones we've been waiting for. Entertainment, communication, Mixer Plus, all these ones we've been waiting for. Even the multi-wallet. So so we've been still waiting for them. Mixer Plus is coming out. We're hearing that DPN is about to release their shares, and things are just starting to chug again. So a lot of people, a lot of people were so excited 2019 to 2020, got tired in 2021 and even 2022. And that's understandable because not everybody is into long distance running. Are you into long distance running?
Imran replied to Tayo official, how's you buddy?
Sometimes we treat business like a sprint. We must sprint real fast, real hard out. And then if it doesn't happen and we're so tired, we give up and we go do something else. Now that's fine. And a lot of people have done something else. Some people are doing something else alongside Crowd 1 while they wait for Crowd 1 to readjust with this new compensation plan, readjust with the new part of the business to get companies, products and services to be funneled into Crowd 1 and then to be released to us, and so that we can earn from them as well. Successful is Planet X. Hopefully successful is Mixer Plus. Coming soon, hopefully successful near the end of the year, is Metaverse. So we're doing our very best to ride the wave as we of crowd one. It went 2019, 2020, really amazing, really awesome, to 2021, going down to 2022, starting to come up again, and hopefully rising to new heights as we build a long-term future. So my journey, very happy getting to Director 1 star, be able to earn off the residual from there, and now I'm into the products. I'm into Planet X. I've also joined Mixer Plus, and I'm doing my very best in that, so that I'm making the most of it, and I'll be reassessing as we go to see, am I going to run with Mixer Plus as well as Planet X? And I'm also got my ear out to listen for DPN and the shares we're going to get from that, and also listening out for
A Duke one replied to Room
probably
Ran
you are too. So that's a little bit about not only my journey, but also a bit about
A Duke
crowd
one replied to Room Ran how's you
over the time. And if anyone who's been here long enough, like I have, as a manager, director, or even as a coordinator, you've been able to recognize the journey that I've been talking about. And probably most businesses will go through
Room Ran
journeys
replied
like
to a
this. They say
Duke one
that
I'm good Duke.
the hardest time one of the hardest times inside a company's progress is around this 2 to 3 year mark.
Replied to a Duke
it's
one
because
what about you?
The growth, and it's the growth that a company can do. From year 1, it's usually pretty successful, everyone's excited, but then year 2 to year 3 is when companies, businesses, products, services start to realize, you know what?
A Duke one replied to Room I'm fine.
The growth that we've had. And a lot of companies say, no, we cannot, and so they don't go on. Our company got to that point and went, oh my gosh, can we do this? And they said, yes, if we adjust. And so it's adjusted, and so things have slowed down, but they're still chugging slowly forward, and you'll understand what that means. So what does the future look like for me? What does the future look like for you in terms of as an individual, and in terms of our business, Crowd One, Planet X, Metaverse, Mixer Plus, and so on? Well, I like to adopt, like what you see me wearing today, as refuse to lose. I always adopt this, that, I refuse to lose in life, because we have one life, and we should make the most of it no matter what it is, whether it's relationships, whether it's business, whether it's, making the most of whatever that we do. I co-wrote my first book when I was 49. See, I bungee jumped, what they call a sort of bungee jumping again when I was 49, 50. I always do my very best, no matter what my age, from teenager to my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and hopefully into my 60s and beyond, to make the most of whatever is happening. I'm now learning to become a digital entrepreneur, and I've been doing that since I was about 47, but I got into it full-time with Proud One, and I've been doing that now. I'm now bridging the gap and learning all about crypto. Are you doing that? And so as I learn about crypto, I get more into things like Planet X, into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, and other things like that. Why? Because I am trying to make the most of my future so that I have more time to spend enjoying this planet, as well as to spend time with my loved ones, the people that I care about. And I hope that's what you want to. I hope that you want to find better ways of working your life so that you can spend more time enjoying our planet and spending more time with the people that you love and care about on our planet, right? So that's what I hope that's what I'm doing, and that's what I hope that you're doing. So as Crowd One slows down in some areas, I focus on other areas. I focus on Planet X. I focus on doing things with my loved ones. I focus on other areas that I can make income, whether it's Bitcoin and Ethereum or something else. And you should do similarly. Don't always put your eggs in one basket. So what do I mean by that? if you think that your 9-to-5 job is how you're going to dramatically change your life, what happens if you get fired? What happens if COVID stops your job? What happens if you get injured and you can't do that job anymore, right? Your income will probably stop. So what I encourage you to do is to look around your life and see if there's the thing that you mainly do, and if that's working, that's really good. But are there other things that you can do alongside that, online or offline, that will help complement your life, supplement your life, and help your life to move forward better? So that even if one thing fell apart, that the other thing and the other one and the other one would still help you to keep on moving forward, even if it's slowly. So I encourage you to look for more than one thing to help you to move forward, while crowd one is either going fast or slow for you, so that you have multiple ways of earning income that will transform your life better over time, so that you can spend more time with the people you love, enjoying the planet that we're on. So there, I hope that's helped you, inspired you a little bit about how I approach life, and I hope this inspires you a little bit in terms of my crowd one journey, and also helps you to reflect on your crowd one journey and how it's going. Not everything is always going to be amazing, but if you are here and you've been here for 2 years or more, then you can recognize the journey that I'm talking about. And if you're here and you're brand new, like you've only been here days, weeks, or just months, then you're probably very excited and you're building a team. And as long as you're building a team, do you know what? The money will keep coming in, because you'll be exchanging gift codes for them joining, for income that you'll be spending to help your life, and whatever it is, pay your bills and purchase different items, assets, holidays.
Amir Crypto 82 says hey.
And the future, as far as I can see, for 2022 with Crowd One, with Mixter Plus, the certificate shares coming out for DPN and its new website, Metaversity coming out later this year. PlanIX had a very great, successful first year, and it looks like August, September, especially September, is going to be another leap forward for PlanIX. Crowd One seems like it's just starting to get the traction again, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens as we approach the final quarter of this year, September, October, November, December. And if you see things start to take off again and the numbers start to come in and people start to get excited, then you get excited too, like I will be. That's enough from me. Have you got any questions? I'll be happy to answer, but back to your hosts, and we'll go from there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Ayan, wonderful and great time with you po, Mr. Coach, Sir Stephen. Maraming. Thank you so much. Ayan. Do you know how to speak in Tagalog?
I wish I did, but I don't. I know very few words. Like salamat. I can say mahal kita.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way to start.
That's a good one.
Mahal kita also.
Thank you, Sir Stephen, for that wonderful
saying
sharing.
thank you. Ayan, thank you so much. Go ahead. I would like to call Ma'am Josie Watch to communicate with Mr. Stephen, because Tagalog lang talaga. Ayan, Ma'am Josie, do you have any question for Sir Stephen, please? Ayan, mahal kita, Sir Stephen. Ayun, o diba, nakatagalog din.
Thank you, Sir Stephen, for that wonderful sharing and some of the motivational words that you shared with us. I just want to know, what are your struggles in doing the business, especially you told us a while ago that in what is it again? In 2 months you achieve already the manager position. 6 months director 1. Oh yeah, and up to now director 1. Can you tell us what are the struggles you have encountered in doing the business, especially in the networking side, inviting, prospecting, etc., etc. Can you share us and can you give us some tips in doing it so we can do the same?
Okay, I'll do my best. If I don't quite answer, please ask further question. Okay, so if I understand rightly, you want to know, hey, what are some tips to help you to do networking so that people will
That's
join
right.
you?
That's right.
And what are some things that you to be aware of that may be hard as you're building a network? Okay, so the things I think that are easy is like when you first get excited about something, I think you should share that excitement. I think you should share. So if you're excited about Crowd One or Planet IX or Metaverse or Mixter Plus, I think you should share it just like yourself. However you share, be you and share it excited on social media and offline to your friends, families, and people around you. Just be natural and share. And I think share it fast. You know, if you see an exciting movie or exciting show, you share it naturally fast, right? And people go, wow, yeah, I go see. Yeah, I like it. So I think share like that. Because when I first heard about Crowd One, that's what I did. I shared it with as many people as I could excitedly. Some people, like I said, were excited and some people weren't excited. Some people who knew me better weren't excited like I hoped. But other people who saw me as a stranger, they were excited. So you don't know who's going to be enthusiastic, excited to join you. But I just think share it if you can. The struggle that can happen later on, which I found for me is like I was very fast to go up to director within 9 months, you know. But I've been director one for now nearly 2 years, you know. And so what I found is I think you'll find it easy to share with people if you share from an excited point of view. But what you need to recognize, what I recognize, is like I had like 7,000 plus people join with me. But you know what? Maybe 6,500 of those people, I don't know, they're probably doing something else at the moment. And what happened? Well, I think most people, this is my opinion, I think most people are very excited for a short amount of time. So they want to see results fast. And so I look at it as they see business like an MLM, like a sprint, you know, a race, 100 meters. And they must see the result by the end of the 100 meters. But what I recognize, or I believe I recognize, is that business is more like 400 meters. It's longer than you think to become successful. You can be lucky and be successful in 100 meters, but it's more like you've got to pace yourself over a longer distance so that you can ride the ups and the downs of
Tayo
the
official
business
replied
so that
to
you
Room
can
Ibn
remain
good mate.
successful. And so when I was so shocked when after maybe 1 year or just over 1 year, when I saw 6,000 to 6,500 people and they were gone. And I thought, where they gone? Why they're quiet? And then I started to realize, not everybody is built for a long distance, and especially in something like online or MLM that they're not used to. They're used to working for someone else, a 9-to-5 job all their life. And so if this is not like a 9-to-5 job where you get an income every week, then they can get tired and then they go back to what they're used to, which is the 9-to-5 job. So what am I saying? Let me try to break it down very fast. Be excited, share fast, and people will join. That's what I say. Be yourself as you do that. But just recognize not everybody will join with you. Some of the people that you think will say yes will say no. And some of the people who you think will not be interested, they will be interested. But just share. But just know that not everybody will come with you for the whole journey. And you might be surprised how many might not. It might be hundreds, it might be thousands might not come. All you can do is do your best to encourage them to say, this is different from your 9-to-5 life. So it's not going to be like, there's not someone like your boss telling you, you must be here at this time, you must work till that time, you must do this, you must do that. No, you have to learn to do it yourself and to be reading, watching, joining presentations so that you can grow inside this new way of doing things. You can only do your best to encourage them. But from what I've seen, most people will get tired after around about a year. So just do your best, encourage them. I think the hardest thing is to keep people to keep on doing something that they're not used to compared to 9-to-5 life, 9-to-5 life, what I mean is they work for someone else at the shop, at the factory, and they do it for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. But then we tell them about MLM, they come and do it for 5 minutes, and they say it doesn't work. Oh, that's because you don't know how to do it. You have to learn it. You've learned the skills for 40 years in something else, but now you're trying to learn this new skill inside MLM. You have to take some time. But a lot of them don't want to give it that much time. So I think the biggest struggle is not to get them to join, but is to keep them learning so that they will stay in it for the long term, like some of us have.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer from my question.
I hope it makes sense to you.
And yeah, yun ang sabi niya, guys. I just want to translate what you said. Okay. Ayun, ang sabi niya, guys, kailangan daw maging excited tayo sa pag-share ng ating business sa mga kaibigan natin. But sabi niya, yung iba, hindi man sila sasali, yung iba sasali, yung iba hindi. Kasi hindi mo naman lahat ng tao is pare-parehas ang mindset. Kaya kailangan lang, basta i-share mo lang daw yung business sa mga kakilala mo. And then, mag-focus ka lang, sabi niya, mag-focus ka lang kasi lalo na ngayon kung ano yung gusto mong marating sa buhay na lalo na yung gusto mo nang makapiling yung pamilya mo, lalo na sa mga OFW natin, ganyan. Kailangan i-focus mo lang na gawin kung ano yung gusto mong marating. So that in the end, you will be you will be spending your life with your loved ones, and you will be spending together with the what you call this one, traveling or whatever you want to go. That's it, isn't it, Sir Stephen? So I think there are more questions in the chat box for the participants. Maybe we can read. So
That'll be good.
Sir Stephen can answer those questions. Ma'am Beth, can you read those questions in the chat box, please? Ma'am Beth.
Yes. There's a question. Yes po.
Yeah,
Yes. Sir, here's a question. Which supporting skills do you think are more important for a leader?
Which important skills for a leader?
Kasi narinig po ako.
Yeah.
I think in a networking business, what is really important is to be relatable. That means you're able to relate to other people because it's a people business. You're going to be talking, and I think Filipinos are really great at relating. You are really good at talking, eating together, having groups, having fun together. So it should come naturally, and you should share that naturally. So to be a leader inside a networking business, you need to be able to relate well with the other person. You need to find out what they're interested in. What are the things that people will join this sort of business? The basic one is, will I make any money from it? And then they'll say, yeah, of course. They say, okay, I'm interested. And then, that's one of the things to be interested in. Filipinos most people worldwide are interested in that. Yeah, I want to make money. And then you ask them, what do you want to do with the money? I want to pay my bills. I want to go take my wife here, my kids here. I want to do this I want to build this for my house. I want to buy a new car. So
BitKeep Wallet tweet
you have to
shift
be
said at
relatable. Talk
everyone.
to people
Quoted
about
at
their
LiveEdX.
and
Twitter.com.
find out
Twitter.com.
what they're interested in. Because
Just Balbaska said
people
hi.
are not going to be interested in just what I'm in. Hey, you know what? I want Stevens. I want to get a car. And I want to say, well, that's nice for you, but what about me? So so you want to talk about them and find out what they're interested. Because together we can do a lot. The best teams inside Crowd One, the best teams in any business, that do well are the ones that work together. And so to do that, you need to be relatable. So I would say relatable, be a servant. I looked at my life and I thought about all the jobs I've done. And I thought, what I love to do most in my life is to serve people. I love the times when I was a waiter, or at a wedding or something like that. And then they said, Stephen, do you want to do this or be a waiter there and serve people with drinks and hors d'oeuvres? Oh, yeah, sure. I love that. See, that's why I love training and inspiring people, because it's a way to serve and help you to get connected with your dream. If you get connected with your team, you're going to be happy, excited,
Med
and you're going to relate better with other people, which means they're going to
2424
be happy and excited,
Metafero
and they're going to
replied to
relate better with
Tayo
other
official,
people as
yes
well, you see.
indeed.
So be relatable, have a servant heart, have a servant heart, and be a connector. Be someone that says, you know what, I see you're struggling with that there. I will help you, or I will connect you with someone or something that will help you to move forward from where you are.
Be an inspiration for others.
Servant-hearted,
Thank
be
you so
relatable,
much.
connect others.
Yeah, connect others. Oh, that is what Mom Beth is doing. Mom Beth Lane.
Yeah, and never forget where you
Med
come from. You know what? I never forget that I was a
2424
nobody. Some people
Metafero
say, "Oh, I
said.
never say you're nobody." I say, "Who cares? I was a nobody, and now Crowd One helped me to free my life up so that I can do something different, and I share that with other people, so that now people can say, you know what? You can go from nobody to be a somebody. Just never forget where you come from, so you be humble."
That's right. Okay. Any more questions there in the chat box, Mom Beth? Oh, what happened? Mom Beth,
Hello po.
there any more questions in the chat box? What
Hello po.
happened?
Ma'am C. Do you hear me po? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sorry,
Yeah.
because mahina yung net. Okay, I will read the question. Okay. The other one is, Sir Coach Stephen, how do you respond to criticism at your workplace? Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
That is.
my workplace now is full-time online and Crowd One, so I'm not employed by anyone else, but I'm going to take it that someone else is having criticism. They're trying to share it with their workplace, right? So if I was at a workplace and I'm sharing it with someone, I think you got to be aware of your environment, and who you're sharing. You can be excited, but people may not be interested, right? So share excitedly, but be aware of how people are reacting. Some of them may have done MLM before. Some of them may have heard you being excited about something else before. Some of them maybe just not interested in what anyone or other people are doing. So just be aware of your environment and respond accordingly. So if you're excited and you share once and you see some people get excited, go, woohoo! Then, continue to share with those people that are excited with you, that you can see on their face, hear it inside their voice, that they like what you're sharing about. And be a teaser. What I mean is, for those people that are excited about you sharing about MLM, is be like the teaser for a movie, right? Don't share don't spill out everything. Like, don't vomit on them and say, here's everything. Try, if you wanted someone to go and see a movie, would you go and share the whole movie with them? No, they would not be excited. They would go, oh, you spoil it for me. I'm not going to see it now. You would share a little bit, say, this movie was so great. So amazing. You should go and see it. They say, why? Oh, because it's just so, makes you, it touches your heart, makes you feel good. They say, okay, I'll go see it, So the same with the business. You want to share it like a teaser it's a teaser to the Crowd One business movie, or teaser for Plan RX, or teaser for Metaversity, or teaser for Mixer Plus. You want to share it in a way that they will respect it, be excited by it, and want to be a part of it. Another thing is, it's about where they're in their life. Maybe they're not into games, so they're not going to be into Mixer, right? If you say, oh, Mixer's such a great game, but they say, I'm not into games, do you think they're going to be excited? No. So that's, again, being aware of your environment. Find out where they are at first, so that you can continue to share excitedly with those people that respond to you, but that you'll stop sharing with the people that are not excited. And like I said, be the teaser, not the movie. Don't vomit over them everything. Share a little bit so that they can see that you're just not excited about your own thing, but you're excited for them too, and you're interested in them. That's why you're sharing with them. You want them to find out a little bit more about this excitement and check it out for themselves at the presentation, or at the online or in person.
Oh, see?
Yeah, and don't take it personally. The other thing I'll say about this, don't take it personally when people reject you. For example, if you were to go to Jollibee, right? Because I know Philippines like Jollibee. So
Jollibee.
if you were to go to Jollibee and you go there and ask for your combo, and then the person behind the counter says, "Oh, you want to upsize?" And you go, "No." Do you want a sundae with that? No. Do you think the person behind the counter is going to go, "Oh, I feel reject"? You not say yes to my me saying combo. If you feel reject, you not say yes to me sundae. No, they're just going to say, "Okay, no problem," and then they will just go with the combo that you gave them. And I know it's new to a lot of people who begin MLM. They feel rejected when someone says no to them. But if you can understand that it's more like a business, like you going to Jollibee and you're the staff member behind the counter asking someone if they would like to be interested in the business, they say no, then you can just go, okay, they're just not interested in the combo that I'm sharing.
Yeah.
You know? They're not interested in the crowd one combo. They're not interested in the crowd one mixer metaverse, but they like the Planet IX. Find out what they like and share that part. But don't feel rejected if they say no, because you're the staff member and they are the customer.
That's right. Okay.
Don't take it personally.
Right.
That's good. What else? Wala na bang mga question dyan? No? Oh,
Wala
nag-raise
na, ma'am.
hand si Sir
Wala na.
Anton.
Ay, may tanong si Sir Anton.
Si Sir Anton, may tanong.
Go po. Open yourself. Unmute yourself, Sir Anton. Sir Anton, please open your
Hello.
audio. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello,
Good
yes.
morning.
What a wonderful sharing from our guest speaker for the. Sir, can I ask some questions, sir? No, is it all right?
Sure.
Yeah. I just want to duplicate what you've done, and this is actually my very questions always in my mind. What is the one thing that that your habit actually help you become successful in this business? And my second question will be, how do you stay motivated despite the fact of all these problems and trials that you've actually encountered?
Okay, let's answer question number one. So, if I can remember it. So question number one is, can you just rephrase it again?
My first question was, what particular habit that has helped you become successful in this business?
Okay, duplication. So I would say as soon as possible, duplicate things. So what I mean is set up small groups on Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever, where people can learn very fast. They can be trained in the basics of the company. Get people to be a part of groups. Get people to plug into presentations. Get people to be part of trainings. Get people to know where to look so that they can learn. See, the earlier that you can get persons to learn for themselves, then the better they will be at looking after themselves. And then they'll be better at helping other people that they bring in to do the same. So duplication. So duplicate, get people to know where to go, what to do as soon as possible. And so they will also be able to help their people to know where to go and what to do as soon as possible. You do that fast and better, then you have a better team, community and downline that'll go with you for a longer period of time. I had a really good team, 6,000 to 7,000 people that, and I grew it over time through duplication, that went with me for about a year. And so that was good. And if you can do that, you'll become a manager or even a director.
Wow.
So that's number one. Duplication, do it sooner, better, and everyone will copy you. They will do the same. And do it excitedly. If you're excited and love what you do, you'll share that and people will pick it up. So that's that one.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. No, that's what actually we normally do, no, we duplicate, and people will, follow the system that we have. My second question, sir, is this, no, because I'm very fascinated with what you've said, no. A lot of people actually, some of them loses their motivation and everything, and some of them are get easily distracted with the things that happening around, no. Um, how do you stay motivated? That's my second question, so that
Okay.
people can hear us. That everything that happens to us actually, some distraction happens. How do you stay motivated and
Yeah. Well,
wanted to succeed?
that's a good question, and I I don't put all my eggs in one basket. So what that means is, if, for example, Crowdon was going really, really amazing, like I said, 2019 to 2020, and Crowdon itself is going through a change from 2021 to now. It's not finished that change, and if you've been long enough, over a year inside the company, you'll know better that it's going slow now compared to what it was in 2019 and 2020, like I do. And so you've got to be able to adjust like it's a long distance race and say, you know what? It's not finished. It's not falling apart, because there's offices still being created. There's products and services still coming out. It's just not going as fast that I would like it or that others would like it. So I'm going to readjust, and I'm going to focus on the things that are doing well, like Planet IX, and I'm also going to find other things around my life, like crypto, that I can get into. Maybe there's other offline jobs that I can do as well, like Uber Eats or like that. I can do these things while things are slower.
Official
So I
replied to Med
personally will focus on other things, but I
2424
won't let go
Metaphero,
of
yeah.
this, because I know that it's been working so successfully, and it's still growing. Even if it's growing slower, it's still growing. And if it's able to adjust for the long haul with the bigger crowd, then it'll take off again, you see? So it's just having a mindset that goes, you know what? It's not falling apart. It's not over. It's just readjusting. So I'm going to readjust with it. And the other thing is, for other people, when you see them getting, like you said, distracted or into other things, you know what? I just say, that's okay. I say, look, they know it's not going as fast or harder for them. So I say, you know what? I try to encourage them, don't let go of this totally. Have it there, but go and do other things that's going to help you to keep excited in life. It's going to help you to earn some money, and just keep this here. And if this doesn't get it together, you can always let go of it sometime down the track, or you can pick it up if it also, if a product or service interests you, or if the crowd one, let's say the crowd one train revs up again, or the crowd one plane gets the burst that takes it off to the next level in flight, So I'm not discouraged by, in the beginning I was discouraged, thinking, oh, it's slowing down and people are getting discouraged. But now I think just have a long-term mindset to think this company is for the longer term. Things are moving slower, but sure, it's still moving.
New Moon Sufi said peace and blessings,
make
family.
sure you're just a part of the things that are moving, and you still have the thing that's going slow there in your hands, but do lots of different things in and out of crowd one that will keep you excited about life and keep you moving forward, and encourage other people to do the same. Just say, don't have all your eggs in one basket, but just know what's working, what's not working, what's going slow and what's going fast at the moment, and work with all of them.
All right.
Yeah. So that's having a more understanding of how people work, right? People want things to work, but they want it to work now. And you say, well, not everything works now, but that's okay. And you tell them, that's okay. Not everything works now. I wish it worked like it fast. Like we wish, for example, the DPN shares were out now. We wish they were out yesterday, or last year, but they look like they're coming slowly. Now we're going to get the certificates. They're about to come out. So this certificate is yours, which says that you've got shares, you see, and 5, 10, 600, whatever. And those shares means you're going to get dividends sometime in the future. So it's slow but sure. And while it's slow but sure, make sure that you're focused and open to other things so that you can keep moving your life forward until the slow but sure comes to fruition.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sir Stephen, no, for your very inspiring message. No, that's why I did ask that question. That is actually my question to myself. No, how I become motivated every day, and how challenges actually happens every day, and how we become, a successful leader in our organization. And thank you. You've answered.
You're
The
welcome.
question.
It's
Thank you
important
so
to be real. I'm a very real person, very practical. So
Yeah.
even like if you see me, I'm always commenting and complaining. Some people will always say the rosy thing. They always go like this. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so amazing, it's so incredible, it's so awesome, it's like this, and I'll come in and go, yeah, but if you don't get this right and that right, then you're going to lose